Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Federation Nation. I am Anthony. This is Collectors Entertainment Network, and we're getting back into the wrestling spotlights. Over the next 4 weeks, we'll be showing you the next 4 issues. This week, it's all about the Macho Man Randy Savage. But before we get into that, guys, I'd like to ask you, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please comment down below. I'd love to read those comments. Tell me about your memories of Macho Man or Wrestling Spotlight magazine. Can't wait to read them. Guys, please share this video with anyone you think may like as well. And go ahead and give this video a like. That helps a lot too. Also, guys, if you would, go on over to Facebook and join the Federation Nation Facebook group. I'd love to see you guys over there sharing your vintage WWF collections, whether it's magazines, whether it's action figures, whether it's board games, whether it's posters, whether it's the glass set, whether it's your thumb wrestlers, whatever it is, I want to see it. All right, that's enough of all that. We got to get into this Wrestling Spotlight. Macho Man Randy Savage. All right, guys, WWF Wrestling Spotlight, Macho Man Randy Savage, an inside look at one of today's most unusual WWF superstars. 2 giant posters. There you go. Let's open it up. And I got this September 18th, 1991 at Woody's Goodies, one of the stationery stores in my hometown where I picked up a lot of WWF magazines and WWF publications. And look at this. Own the video cassette. SummerSlam 91. You got the wedding of Macho Man and Liz. And you've also got the tag team match of Hogan and Warrior versus Adnan, Mustafa, and Sergeant Slaughter. And as I've mentioned before, guys, I was here. I was at SummerSlam 91. Go back and check out a previous episode of Federation Nation in which I discuss being at SummerSlam 91, and I also show you the program that I got, as well as ticket stubs and all that cool stuff. So go back and check that episode of Federation Nation. All right, a note from the publisher. Let's keep going. We've got a Savage study, a look at the Macho Man's career, with all different pictures. There's some WrestleMania 4 stuff. There's some Honky and Savage. That's probably from like Saturday Night's Main Event. Some good stuff. Some Dusty Rhodes. Awesome. More of the Macho Man's career. This, of course, is when he wins the Intercontinental title. There's Tito Santana, who he won it from. There is referee Danny Davis. Now, it wasn't... they sort of, after the fact, made it seem like Danny Davis had something to do with it. But at that point, Danny Davis was just a regular referee. He wasn't the sort of heel referee that then eventually turned into a wrestler. All right, you got Macho Man versus Steamboat at WrestleMania 3. Still, to me, the greatest match in the history of wrestling. WrestleMania 4 stuff, obviously. Such a great time. Here's some more. This is SummerSlam 88 at Madison Square Garden. That's what it looks like some of these pictures are. And, of course, here is the main event right there when Liz takes the fall. And then, you know, the lust in your eyes, that whole thing. This looks like WrestleMania 5 right there. Yep. And then when he becomes the Macho King, his coronation as the Macho King. And there he is with Sensational Sherry. When he turns heel again, he goes with Sherry. And then, of course, at the retirement match at WrestleMania 7, Liz comes and saves him from Sherry, and he does the old lift on the shoulders thing. And Santa's favorite gift, 12 spectacular issues, only $20. Handsome gift card announcing your gift, save $10. And, of course, you could also order it right here with these little cards, which I always think is the best way to do it, because if you're going to order it, why would you rip into your magazine when you've got this? Now, this allows you to put your credit card information, and you can also put a check, because you could put this in the mail. This, of course, you would just send like this. So this is always a bill me later. You wouldn't want to put your credit card information on something like that. So this was always a bill me later. So I guess if you wanted to pay, you could do that. But look, you could even just order by credit card over the phone. All right, Macho Man picks his toughest opponent. This should be interesting. I would like to see that. Who's he got? Well, I mean, some of them are... you got the Warrior there. All right, well, that seems to be a pretty short article. I wonder if he just lists them in there. I'd like to read that. See what it says. All right, Hot Ticket presents Hulk Hogan Real American Story. They're promoting a pay-per-view. Sort of a pay-per-view when there wasn't a pay-per-view. They would just sort of do a profile. Or they had like the history of Wrestlemania as one. All right, the Macho Man Trivia Quiz. Here's always the first page. And then the actual trivia quiz is right here. All right, we've got Randy and the Ladies. On Top of the World. The Title Lost. Other Belts and Battles. Farewell to Arms. And of course, Tough Stuff. And Tough Stuff, you got to send in your answers and they'll be published in the next issue. All right, look at here. The official WWF Fall Winter 1991-1992 merchandise catalog. What do we got here? We've got a Hulk Hogan page, posters, coffee mugs. See, this is what I like as a grown-up. As a kid, I would have liked all this stuff, but as a grown-up, I just want a nice coffee mug, and that looks like it would do the job. We've got Ultimate Warriors page. Also, the Legion of Doom has a page. Remember seeing... See, I was a little bit older at this time, but I remember seeing the kids in the crowd on, Saturday mornings. The kids in the crowd of the wrestling shows were always wearing those. Superstars, t-shirts, and other things, and hats. And here are the posters, which I actually have never taken out, so I'm not going to take them out now. And we keep moving on through the catalog. Here, of course, is your order form. And more of the t-shirts. And you've got a Rockers hat, a Rockers posters, and of course, the Rockers t-shirt. Still got the Hitman shades over there. Stuff. All right, you got your kids' corner. You've got backpacks. You've got championship belts. You've got slippers. Cool stuff. You got wrestling buddies. Looks like an art set, but it looks like it's in sort of a lunchbox type of thing. Pretty cool. All right, and then you just got your WWF collection where you can get just WWF branded stuff, hats, mugs, t-shirts, tote bags, all that stuff. And your novelties. You got cards, you got popcorn tins. Cool stuff. Wish I could get some of this stuff now. And of course, you've got your bedroom set. You've got your, your sheet and comforter set. How awesome would that be right now? All right, have it all. Here's where you get your back issues. Oh, look at that. That one is sold out. But you get your back issues here. Randy and Elizabeth, a love story. Talking about the First Lady of Wrestling and the Macho Man. Oh, look at this. This is this from WrestleMania 2? I feel like this is from WrestleMania 2. They did face off then. They faced off a lot. From 1986 through 1987, George Steele and Macho Man was huge. In fact, they just kept... On Saturday night's main event, I swear Macho Man and George Steele had at least 3 Saturday night's main event matches. At least 3. There was like the first one where where George Steele took Elizabeth back. Then there was the one where Elizabeth was part of who won. It was the title and Elizabeth as a manager. And then I think after Macho Man lost, he blamed George lost at WrestleMania 3. He blamed George the Animal Steele. So then there was another one. And those are the 3 that I could just remember. I don't know if there was any more. Were there any more, guys? Because those are the 3 I remember. But still, it was always Macho Man versus George Steele on Saturday night's main event. All right, let's keep moving. Oh, that's when he fell on Liz. That looked really I don't know how they faked it. I mean, or I don't know what they did. I mean, I doubt he would let her really get hurt, or I mean, I understand there's, this is probably a thicker than usual pad under there, but it was live on TV. So I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch that because it looks pretty pretty much like he fell right on her. And I can't imagine, I mean, obviously he would only let himself do it. So maybe he was able to hold back a little bit, or as soon as I come, you fall, and then I'll be on top of you. But it was live on TV, so I don't know how they did that. Or they just let him fall. But I can't imagine they would let her get hurt. And, of course, here's the stuff with Sensational Sherry at WrestleMania 7. And, of course, then he eventually proposes to her, which leads to the SummerSlam 91 wedding in the ring, which, again, I was at. I was a witness to the Macho Man and Liz's wedding. Of course, it was their kayfabe wedding. They had already been married for years. I joined the official WWF 1991-92 fan club. Macho Man manhandles the airwaves. Oh, yeah, this is when he started being, an announcer. I think he was on Superstars with Vince and Piper. I don't know if that was at this exact moment, but that was what he was doing for a while. Then behind the scenes with Randy Savage, a macho lifestyle. There he is at some signings. Looks like he's on some sort of TV show there. And here's your answers to all the trivia questions except for the tough stuff. But it has the answers to the Roddy Piper tough stuff, which was the previous issue. 1-900-454-HULK. Guys, I wouldn't suggest you call that. You're not going to get the Hulkster on the other line. Who knows what you'll get on the other line. And it's here, Superstars 6. Need a WWF update? Pick up Superstars 6 magazine, the annual edition, featuring all your favorite WWF superstars. Get your WWF update and check out Superstars 6, available at newsstands everywhere. All right, so that is Wrestling Spotlight. Macho Man Randy Savage, an inside look at one of today's most unusual WWF superstars. All right, guys, that was WWF Wrestling Spotlight with the Macho Man Randy Savage. Guys, again, I'm going to ask you, please comment down below. I'd love to hear your comments. Please share this video with anyone you think may like it as well. Please like the video, and definitely please subscribe if you haven't already. Also, I definitely want to see you guys over on Federation Nation Facebook group, over there showing off your collections. I mean, this channel is here for me to show and share my collections with you, but guys, go on over to the Federation Nation group and join so you could show off your collections to me and everyone else in the group. That would be awesome. All right, so Wrestling Spotlight, the Macho Man Randy Savage, that is in the books. We're going to keep the Wrestling Spotlights going next week with the next issue. It's Animal, it's Hawk, it's the Legion of Doom. But until then, guys, have a good one.